Minute. Welcome once again to Spirit and Truth Sanctuary. The whole household of God is welcomed and wanted. We are an inclusive, interfaith, LGBTQ plus affirming spiritual community that understands God is bigger than religion and that we are bigger than our labels that we carry, whether it's our gender, our sexual orientation, our race, our color, our culture, our country, our thoughts, our opinions. All of those really are just thoughts that we have. We are not our thoughts. We are not the thinker of our thoughts. We are the observing divine presence. We are the awareness of the thinker that's having the thoughts. What does that mean? We're not our beliefs. We're the spirits capable of having beliefs. And so if you live long enough, that'll make sense to you. You realize that your opinions, your ideas, some of even your doctrines change as you get older. And so we're not those things. We are the capacity. We're the awareness. We're the divine beings, imaging, presencing, manifesting as we are created by a divine source. And we can create the lives that we want to. We're glad you're here. We are once again in Eckhart Tolle's A New Earth tonight. Before we jump into week 40, let me encourage everybody to download the notes in your event description. And then we are going to jump into today's devotion. We are again in our Fully Awake 365 devotion. So grateful for this tool that we have, that whether we are in person or virtual, that it's something that connects us year round. I'm very grateful for my sister also writing half of this book. It was a very stressful season for me, and she came in like a champ. LaDonna, will you be my champ? That's a little inside joke between her and I. And so, I love you, my sister. Appreciate it. Today is May the 3rd, and I'll encourage you to turn, if you will, to that day. Let's grab our prayer of surrender really quickly, if you'd like to. Spirit of truth, carry me where you will. Bring to me what you will. Take from me what you will. Awaken in me what you will. The Christ man is around me. The Christ mind is in me. The Christ power flows through me. And the Christ mystery exists as me. I believe it. I perceive it, and now I receive it. I am surrendered. Amen. And so it is. All right, May 3rd. We are in the month of May. Again, we're talking this month about not being in trouble, but being in transition. Let's personalize that. I'm not in trouble. I am in transition. The pains, the pressures, the conflicts, the chaos, the friction that we feel at times, we give gratitude for that. Why? It is there to help smooth out our rough edges. We believe that the universe will send to us whatever is necessary for the evolution of our consciousness. Sometimes that happens in relationships. Sometimes it happens in your career. Sometimes it happens as we're exposed to the collective consciousness. Maybe children. It could be from tragedy or success, but we know that we're continuously evolving, unfolding into our higher divine minds. Amen. Today, this devotion is called Ending with the Beginning in Mind. Ending with the beginning in mind. Let's grab our affirmation at the top. Today, I will position myself for success by ending this season the way I wish to begin the next. I will not waste time nor energy predicting my future. Instead, I will create my future by agreeing to the process of transformation. There's a lot of power in that. We spend a lot of silly time predicting our future rather than creating our future. I may not be exactly where I want to be, but thank God I'm not where I used to be. There's a deposit of divinity anxiously awaiting or waiting to be expressed through me. God desires to be God in me, through me, and as me. And today, I will let God be God as me. That's a lot. All right. So many of us have heard motivational speeches, whether it's in sports, education, finance, fitness regimens, something of that nature that includes this phrase, begin with the end in mind. So day one of a practice session, of a new fitness routine, of financial investing, of your first day in college or high school or whatever that is, first day on your job. Treat that first day with this idea of this is where I want to go. This is my trajectory. This is kind of my blueprint, if you will. However, this begin with the end in mind is something that we're going to reverse. And so we're going to take that idea, but we're going to put it in reverse. In other words, today, end with the beginning in mind. In other words, end one season of your life as if the way you ended it determined the beginning of your next season. So, we're going to get a little bit philosophical. Let's go a little further with this. What if in reality there is no beginning or ending? Okay, sometimes we get stuck in the delusion, the linear delusion, that time is a line, but really there's nothing in the creative universe that deals with lines. God doesn't create in lines. We do. We create structures with lines. Nature, the earth, orbits, the universe. It all happens cyclically, seasonally, perpetually, in a continuum, if you will. And so, what if this idea of ending and beginning really is an illusion, and everything is simultaneously all connected or interconnected? Let's go a little further. What if in reality there's no beginning or ending? What if it is all connected and continuous? Seasons, jobs, relationships, all of it connected. Okay, so life, or approaching life as these segmented, disparate, disconnected sections really is, I perceive, an incomplete, inaccurate way of perceiving life, because all of life is connected. So if a butterfly can flap its wings in California, come on everybody, you know the rest of that. So this life philosophy of ending with the beginning in mind is more than just projecting or protecting our professional reputation, so that former employees, or as we end one job, we can expect kind of a good reference to our next job. That's good. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good step in the right direction. Most of that is self-preservative. However, what if this idea of ending with the beginning in mind is about setting up the conditions of our mind to emit an endless vibration that continually declares to the universe that peace, possibility, and prosperity are the order of this day, every moment, every second? On a deeper level, let's tap into our divinity for a minute. If God is eternal, okay, think about the understandings of the book of Revelation. Alpha, Omega, first and last, beginning and end, as we awaken to the idea that one season is connected to another season, that all of life is interconnected cyclically, not linearly, we begin to surrender to the truth that we are like God, divine, without beginning or ending. So wow, so this philosophy really is a step in the direction of agreeing with our own divinity. And we open up a portal that empowers us to continually experience happiness and fulfillment. So don't see your life as lines, as timelines. One event ends, the other begins. See every relationship, every moment, every job, every church, everything that you do, that it's all interconnected in a cycle. It's all happening in a continuum. That way we tap into the vibration of a perpetual vibration, that we always live in righteousness, peace, and enjoy. All right, let's grab our prayer at the very ending. Beginning and ending. I get it now. Thank you. Amen. All right, hopefully that was a day of devotion that was inspiring to you.